Hey parents and teachers, welcome to my shop. Today I'm going to explain the difference for you between a makerspace activity and a STEM activity. Makerspace and STEM are two hot topics in education these days. These terms are so popular that some people are using these terms incorrectly as synonyms, which brings the question, if they're not the same, then what's the difference? Makerspace to me is synonymous with a craft. You give a student a limited amount of supplies and they can make artwork or they can make a useful project, and there's no grading or pressure or standards involved. It's more of a student's self-expression. Quite often in a makerspace project there's no research involved and the project is pretty linear. You give the student the materials, they start assembling the materials, and they create the product. STEM, on the other hand, is taking the same project to a higher level. It's using science, technology, engineering, and math to create a project to solve a specific problem with limited resources. In STEM, we use the science processes to research and test the materials and the specific uses of the project to solve a specific problem. We also use math to quantify the project. How far, how long, how much mass, how many. Those are examples of how you would use math in a STEM project. We also use the engineering processes to improve the project by building, testing, and changing it until we have a finished product. We use technology to assist us in the building of the project and also reporting on and selling the project after the completion of the project. Like I said earlier, a makerspace project is more of a craft type project, an expression of a student's abilities. Where with the STEM project, it's important for you to include the standards both in designing the lesson while building the project and evaluating the project at the end of the lesson. There's nothing wrong with either type of project. They fulfill two different needs. Your students at your school might need a makerspace project, somewhere where they can go in and blow off some steam, create something, build something, and get pats on the back and feel good about themselves and decompress. However, your school may be interested in a STEM project rather than a makerspace project. A STEM project can be expected to challenge your students at a higher level. It's to use to quantify and measure how much your students are learning and how they're applying their knowledge. It can also be used to improve their resilience and their toughness. Grit is a big term nowadays used in education because the students are going to have to be able to overcome challenges, and that's going to be quantified if you've got any kind of standard in a rubric or a measuring stick up against the standard. Whichever you choose, makerspace or STEM, it's important to know that there are going to be students that are going to thrive in that environment, and there's going to be students that are going to struggle in both environments. You want your students to struggle some. You don't want them to struggle to the point of frustration. I have found that the students that struggle, but they don't get frustrated, they're very, very excited and happy when their project comes to life. Whichever you choose for your student, I wish you well. Please keep in mind that I'm going to post more videos here that are going to help guide you through your journey through makerspace or STEM projects for your students. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you soon.